We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Hey! How have you been? Staying out of trouble? I suppose you could. Things here have been... well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? Maybe I will. Let's see where this goes. So what can I do for you? I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear, even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. I'm not quite sure, if I'm being honest. It's a gut feeling. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. A bigger, faster Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But I tell you, I'm hoping she's right, and it's just a glitch. And, no need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed when everyone else can fail. Some of them stride off into the wilderness, certain that they're going to make more credits than anyone in history, mining, botanist stuff, whatever. Warnings just don't get through to them. Most of them don't come back. But this one-time miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashta big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious. And me, well, I was new as anything and just listened to him. Now, though, I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't just blood loss and heat stroke. Maybe he really did see something. Maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it! No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
Get ready!
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now. You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. I know. I can count on you. Thanks again for saving my ass.
So, what happened? So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Yeah, you're right. If anything, this has proven I should trust my instincts. I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official. That's right. She's a senior ranger, which means she's in charge of me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers. I'm the best ranger surveillance assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list? My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list. That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you can help us break it all open. Emily was right about you. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me. I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you. Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here. You're doing Aquila City a big service. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
I just know Annie's gonna be a ranger one day, just like her mom.
How did you catch me? What? Shit. Yeah? I won't. Oh, God. This can't be happening. Oh, God, no. Security.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this? I kind of always thought she was a pest. But now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right? I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right? Well, Annie's been giving me reports on her patrols for years. This is the first time anything, well, real may have come of it. I can't believe it. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Aquila City is safe because of my mom and me. Oh, and the other rangers.
Keep your eyes open. See you.
Nobody's allowed outside the city walls after nightfall.
If someone calls me...
Thank God. I thought the Shaw gang was going to kill all the hostages in the bank. You were amazing. Thank you. I wouldn't be so certain. Listen, I have nothing. Less than nothing. My family moved here from Sidonia, hoping for a better life. Sometimes I just feel cursed. And I could live with that if it was just me. But Simone? And little Liv? So many people here look past my family being UC and are just like that. Kind. A real sense of community. I just need a job and we could be happy here. Sorry, you should feel good. Super good about what you did at Galbank. You want to talk about anything? I'm just thankful to be alive after that robbery. Moving out here cost a lot. Now we're barely getting by. It's impossible to save up anything so Liv can have a future. Truth is, I was a fool to think anything would change. Now Simone and I barely talk, and Liv? That's even worse. You know what the worst thing for a parent is? To look into your child's eyes and see pity. That's how you know you've hit rock bottom. We've been given as much charity as I can stomach. Without the Low House... I mean, there's something, but it's a hell of a thing to ask. Remember, you asked. Simone, my wife, has got a cousin, Milena Exelrod. Truthfully, I never much cared for Milena. But she runs freight, and I know her routes sometimes take her this way. Milena is family. Might be she'd do something for her kin. I'm looking for a job, and I'll do anything. Well, anything legal. Milena's United Colonies, like us, and I know she's got problems of her own with Aquila City. You are an answer to our prayers. Milena called Simone yesterday. I'm pretty sure she's still in the system. Just giving me any hope. It's a lot.
People joke. Say those were real zealots. If fighting the fleet doesn't get the juices flowing, you're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be safe around here, but Cheyenne has always been just a giant bastard to me. Unless you're a native. In which case, oh my god, I love what you've done with the place. No, not one bit. I enjoy surviving fighting pirates. Big difference. Ha! I knew it! I knew it! Simone should have told me. Her and Marco are so damned proud. I'd love to help them out. Might be I've got a checkered history with the fine city of Aquila. If you clear up any lingering hard feelings, then I could resume doing business there. I'd set up stick-up-his-ass Marco as my official importer. Then wins all around. I used to do cargo hauls for the mayor, and he got really upset that I might have been carrying more than I ought to. We had some words, maybe one fat lip, not mine, and now I'm persona non grata. Well, two paths I see. The trade authorities got a fixer named Tom Starrett. He might be able to facilitate things. Or Mayor Cartwright. God, that windbag. Well, if he'd take a sorry, that would work. Fat chance. Either way, I expect credits will be on the line. On the back end, I could afford to give you a taste of the action. Not sure it'll cover the fees. Ah, music to my ears, friend. Marco doesn't deserve you. But Simone, she's one of the good ones. You square things away. Just let Marco know.
Stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by. Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
Your ship's not half bad.
And your ship that landed on this wall? Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Listen. Yeah? What? Or, sorry, I thought you were someone else.
Milena wants back? The Trade Authority always likes facilitating business, but she's got a considerable bounty on her. Captains associated with us can land here. I even have some credentials on hand. And wouldn't you know it, the captain's name is blank. If she had set credentials and put her name on them, well, she couldn't land. But if any other name was in there, any name at all, well, I think that might clear it up. The Trade Authority has a separate arrangement. As long as a hypothetical captain kept a low profile, why she could do business here indefinitely. She should talk with us. We have a lot of common ground. I'll contact Milena right away. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. Pleasure doing business with you.
Or Mr. Crowley. didn't hear this from me. But those ecliptic personalities.
Can you even read Jim's inventory?
I hope Milena can help us out. If you make the trip to her and turn up nothing, I'll feel terrible. Milena contacted me. She's making me her official importer. I'm not sure how much it pays, but I'll take it. You have no idea what you've done. My problem with her hasn't been whether she's good company, but I'll try. I can't wait to tell Simone. This is the first ray of sunshine we've seen in years.